What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Redcat Live, episode 129 to be exact. It's your boy, Big O from the O, out here hanging out with Mr. East Base. What do you guys call yourselves? Bank Sliders?
Yep.
Are you like the president, the founder?
East Mesa.
East Mesa Bank Slider president himself, Shane McAllen. We're here because, hold on. There, I feel better now.
Oscar gave me the short chair.
Okay. All jokes, no, that looks really weird. Okay,
see?
going back up. There we go. Guys, welcome to another episode. We appreciate you guys coming on back. If this is your first time here, make sure that you click the notification bell to make sure that you don't miss any future episodes. And if you haven't subscribed already, do so. Well, if you want to, of course. But nonetheless, we got some exciting news. I brought Shane because right from the press, fresh off the press. And these aren't pressed, are they?
No.
Another machine. Fresh off the machine. We got some RDS parts that have officially arrived.
Anodizing, so it's not really off the machine, it's been anodized.
Listen, guy. Hopefully you guys can hear me well. I made some changes to the mics. I'm sorry, guys. I'm all over the place because it's been a crazy afternoon. We're still making these adjustments to the studio, as you guys can see, and we're changing lighting around to make sure it looks good, to give you guys the best of us. In other words, I just want to make sure my face looks good. So, is it working? All right, just kidding. I'm excited, bro, because it's been a long time coming. RDS Hop-Up parts are here officially. They're on the website. If you click the link in the description of this video, whether you're on Facebook or on YouTube, you should be able to access that link, and it should take you directly to our website where we'll be able to share with you guys or show you guys or give you the opportunity to purchase the RDS Hop-Up parts. Some of the parts that come or that we have included are parts like...
You got the front lower arms, the spur gear adapter, the front knuckles with steering stops, and the transmission housing. We have an up arm coming in. It's just not here yet. So.
It's not here yet. All right. Let's see. Double checking some things, guys. And they said that you sounded like you were underwater.
That's kind of weird. Well, it's your mic.
No, it's your voice. Guys, so nonetheless, we actually ended up bringing a RDS here with some of the parts already installed to kind of share with you guys and showcase those parts as well, already installed, as well as we had them out on the table as individually packaged as well. So there are some things that we're going to be covering today, not just the RDS, but we also have an issue with the leaky faucet here. And if you're into the lowrider scene, you're going to not want to go too far for this leaky faucet situation, because this leaky faucet affects all of you guys on so many levels. So stay tuned for that. But before we get into more in-depth and close-up of what the RDS Hop-Up parts are, if this is your first time hearing of them, then we will get into it here in a few. But let's say what's up to a couple folks, make sure we don't miss anyone. So first and foremost, Just Swag TV, thank you for stopping by. Thomas Rodriguez, man, what's good with you? Francisco Garcia, what's going on with you? Yoshi's in the house. Tobmax 5 is here as well. Roadside RC, he says, woohoo, time for the weekly must-watch TV. That means we're on his TV. That makes me feel like a little more like official. Like, it's not his computer monitor. He said TV. Like, big time, Holmes.
Heck yeah.
Can you give me a little more excitement on that? Jeez, all right.
This is maximum excitement.
Let's see. Dan Sampson says he just got his Wendigo yesterday, and it's a beast, man. I appreciate that. Hopefully you're enjoying that to the full. Teddy Westby, what's good with you, man? Bob's RC's in the house as well. Shoot, even Redcat's in the house, and that's usually me, so that's kind of weird. J27, perfect timing. Just got my La Huera body kit just now. Super stoked, man. Appreciate that. Mike Alex says, hey, Redcat, what's up, guys? Just checking in. Skunk Dog, what's up, fellas? Let's see. Mike Collins says, what's up from Willits, California, man? Thank you for chiming in. Two Locals are seeing. I need to check out that channel. That sounds like it's my kind of channel right there. Let's see. Making sure I'm not missing anyone. Oh, interesting. I had no idea I had made that mistake. Mike Solomon says this is actually episode 130. What did I put on here? I might have to fix that. So I do apologize about that, guys. I'm going to have to make sure we change that to 130. Boom. Oops. There we go. All right. That's good. Clive, what's going on with you, man? Frederick Barlow, what's going on? All the way from Yorkshire, UK. Clive Hewling's in the house as well. Let's see. Roadside RC says, Shane, you usually sound like that anyways. See? Everyone wants to know the leaks. Jesse says he's a plumber. No, not your kind of plumber, man, because you bend over sometimes when you're working on things. This is a different kind of plumber action. Eric Estep is in the house, man. What's good with you, Eric? Don Felipe, Christopher Cavanis, Rob Zilla from Portsmouth, VA. Skunk Hobbies is in the house as well. CATW from Germany, he's dropping a hello as well. Neff Dog says he's got to head out to King of the Hammer, so he's leaving early. So thank you guys so much for chiming in. If you guys are here, I'm sure that you guys have heard in the past, and maybe not, but I want to say maybe about 6 or 7 months ago, we started leaking out some information about the RDS Hop-Ups. Can you kind of go a little bit more in depth as to why that was on the docket of parts to be created, and what led us to this moment now?
So there's a couple things like when the RDS initially came out that a lot of people wanted. So some of these parts kind of fix those, and some of them allow you to have more gear ratios and stuff like that. So that's the main thing. A lot of the drift stuff is just bling. These give you a little more option, but it's a lot of bling.
Right.
So
you know, one of the primary things I see here, we have some front lower suspension arms.
Yep.
In aluminum, obviously, right?
Yep.
And these are just direct replacements of what came stock on the vehicle?
Yeah, so they're basically the exact same geometry. They do give you new shock mounting locations, so it brings it in quite a bit. So if you're going for like that maximum like 85-degree angle on your trailing tire, you can get that.
Oh, nice.
And then it makes the spring in front a little softer just because you're moving it farther along the arm.
Very cool.
And they are a millimeter narrower, so if you want to bring your wheel in farther, if you're trying to clear a body or something like that, it allows you to do that.
Nice, nice. You know, I'm going to change screens here. Let's see if we can kind of show them some of these parts. So you can actually start with these really quick.
Let's see if I can.
There you go.
Might be too short for this one, but.
There you go.
There we go. So you got front lowers. I don't know if you can see that.
And these are available on our website right now, guys, for the RDS specifically.
Redcat on there.
I love the one with the black anodizing, the laser etching as well.
You got the front knuckles.
Front knuckles. And what's the purpose of the front knuckles there, Shane?
So these are actually like lighter than the plastic ones, just because there's so much material cut out of them. With these, we also changed some of the link positions and given you a steering stopper. So there's one link position which not a lot of people are using, so we ended up just taking that one off for weight, and then we gave you an extra position for the steering stop that is included in there. This will show it. I have to just show it on the car.
Nice.
Yeah, and they're also they're 2 millimeters shorter in height, and then it comes with 2 millimeters of spacer for each side. So that way you can actually make the hub a little shorter, so you can clear different wheels, depending on what kind of wheels you want to run.
Very cool. And then what is the last set of parts that you guys have right there?
The last piece here. This is going to be a full like skeletonized transmission housing. So it's completely open and it's like minimum material. And then you can run different differentials basically. So it'll let you get...
Would it allow some like aftermarket diffs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so Rhino Racing makes one that's really popular. It's the CLSD. So it handles a little differently than like the gear diff that we have set up. So if you want that, this will let you do it.
Nice.
So.
And do you think we can show the folks what the parts look like installed on the car?
So let's start with the front lower arm. So you've got the lower arm there. This is on the innermost shock position. So if you see there's basically 2 shock positions there. The farther out one would be the farthest in on the original plastic arm, and then you have one more farther in on this. There we go. So it just makes the spring a little stiffer, or
Softer.
makes the spring a little softer. So just depends. Lets you play with the spring rate without actually changing the spring.
Mm-hmm.
So then, let's see if I can show you. Should have taken a wheel off. We've got the aluminum knuckle, which is all black, so that might be kind of hard to see.
There you go. Nice shot.
But
And,
yeah.
and obviously a lot less plastic, a lot less material than the original one.
Yep. Yeah, still plenty strong. It's probably stronger than the plastic part, to be honest. And then if I could show it here. There's the back of it. So we included a steering stopper that you can, it basically is meant to ride on the side of the rod end on the bottom. So you can space that up or down, and that'll actually change where the steering stops. So
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. And then is there a way to show them that?
Yeah, so we
transmission?
took quite a lot off this car just to show you. So this has no ESC plate or anything like that. But,
You can show. There you go.
yeah. So
Perfect.
it's totally open, so you wouldn't necessarily want to run this outside. But if you're going to a track a lot, trying to reduce weight, if you want to try different gear ratios, we actually deleted the top mounting screw off the top of the transmission, so you can get the motor a lot closer to the gears. So you can run a lot smaller pinion if you want to.
Nice. I know that this was kind of a long time coming, right, for these parts to kind of be redefined or refined and to finally get to a point where you can actually want to offer them to the masses.
Yeah. So we've gone back and forth quite a bit with our factories and trying to just make sure all the tolerances are good and it does what we want it to do.
Nice, nice. So, guys, if you guys are into the whole rear-wheel drive drift scene, especially when it comes to the RDS from Redcat, again, I know that a lot of you guys have been painfully waiting for these parts to arrive. They are now available on our website and available for you to purchase. The link is in the description of this video, so you guys can go head on over and start picking out those parts. I actually looked up all the RDS parts, so you're going to have to just scroll down and find the HopUp parts, but they are in there and available to ship out right away. I believe if you buy all of them, in any time you have over $50 worth of product in your shopping cart, you do get complimentary shipping within the continental lower 48 states, of course.
Yeah, so there's also, I forgot to show it, it's a little hard to with the spur gear on. There's a spur gear adapter, and so what this lets you do is run like some of the other brand spur gears like Topline, Axon, some of the different brands. So if you want to try something that's not the original spur we have, then it lets you do that, and it looks fancy and lightweight.
Right. So let me ask you a question. What is the benefit of being able to change the gear ratio in a drift car?
Just changing your final drive, depending on the track, what surface you're running on, what kind of motor you're running, if you're running a 13.5, a 10.5, 15.5. It just lets you play with kind of how your car reacts to certain things.
Fair.
So
okay.
It depends. It's kind of hard to say like exactly for, it's kind of a driving style thing. So like my FDR, it's a lot higher than most people, but that's how my car runs and
Nice.
it works well. So.
And of course, I'm sure that kind of adds to the customization of setups for the way you drive, right?
Yep.
And everyone, like we talk about this in the crawler scene quite a bit, where there's a lot of different setups you can do, whether you like to droop or non-droop, whether you like to, run small tire, big tire, the variances of shock, weight, oil, and from what we learned last week, there's some folks that run no oil.
Yep.
So that's a thing as
That's
well.
the same thing in drift. I see a lot of people running no oil. Some people run very high weight. So it just depends. Depends on how you want to do.
Exactly. So, man, I love it, guys. So, yeah, just so you guys know, or just so you guys are aware, again, these parts are now available and out for you guys to be able to enjoy. So, definitely go ahead and order your guys' parts, install them, and start having a good time. I'm sure Shane already has had them installed, and he already has
For a
been
while,
beating up
yeah.
on him. So it's kind of nice to finally see him come to fruition. Like I said, it's probably one of the biggest questions I get asked quite a bit, week in and week out.
Yep.
When are these RDS Hop-Up parts coming, bro?
So also the most of the stuff like the spur gear adapter and the arms don't really need like detailed instructions. If you built the kit, you should be able to put them on. The transmission we are writing a instruction sheet on. That'll probably be up by Friday. So before you guys get the parts, it should be on the website under the part.
Right, and you know, in what we may actually do too is we might follow up with a RCU video as well. RCU, it's Redcat University, and it's a channel that, a library within our channel that we try to put these kinds of videos together of parts being installed. Hopefully, kind of makes it dummy proof because there may not be. Listen, I can't expect Troy Fakes from Roadside RC to make every install video, even though he does an amazing job. So Troy, thank you so much for all that you do. If you guys are new to just RCing in general, you want a channel that really gives you an honest review on parts, but at the same time, really intuitive, Roadside RC is a great channel to follow up on and follow and get that information. But we'll go ahead and also try to make a separate video of these parts being installed here so that they're also backed up on our library as well. Let's see. See, Roadside RC says he's already on it, so I love it. I love it. CATW says, if someday I get my hands on one of those Redcats, especially the Lowrider, I'm going to definitely review it on my channel because these things are so nice. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for the kind words. Roadside RC needs to get busy, according to someone. Give him a creator code 5%. Oh, man, you don't know, man. He's got like the in. I'm just saying, you know, 5% is almost like a slap in the face, you know. But great suggestion, Billy Hernandez. Thank you for that. Are there any parts difference between the RDS and the RTR?
Nope. The only differences between the RTR and the kit is the RTR is built and has electronics. The kit's exactly the same as the RTR. It's just, you gotta build it.
Right.
So it's not like crawlers 5 years ago. You would have the kit that has the better options, and then the ready to run that's not as option.
Right, and most of the time kits would come with, like back in the day, would come with like metal links instead of plastic ones. Maybe some aluminum bodied shocks instead of plastic ones, stuff like that.
Yeah, so we just decided to make them. They're exactly the same. One's built, one's got electronics, and the other is not built and doesn't have electronics.
Right. Roadside RC says, parts are ordered. Tell O to get them boxed up and ready. I'm going to eat my tacos, and then I'm going to go and get that boxed up for you personally, bro. I'm going to make sure that happens, okay? I appreciate that. So I love it, man. So love it. Great stuff. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for this and anticipating it for quite some time. So it's always great to finally get to this point where we can be like, they're here, yes! And like I told you guys, if you're into the lowrider scene, I have a story about a leaky faucet that I want to share with you guys that we're going to get into it. But before we do get into that, furthermore, I want to talk about a couple of events that might be coming up here in the near future, just to make sure that we can kind of give everyone as much spotlight as possible. And I say this to you guys quite a bit. If you are hosting an RC event, whether it's a crawler event or a RC lowrider event thereof, and you want it featured on the show, please make sure to send that out, your flyer, to support@redcatracing.com so that I can also try and feature it on the show. One of the things that we're going to be talking about today, one of the events coming up, is going to be the lowrider, and I'm going to put this right in the middle, so I'm sorry about this, bro. This is a Lowrider RC competition car show. This is going to go down Sunday, February 4th, and this is going to happen at McAllen, Texas. I don't have much more information on the event itself. I don't have any links to it, but if you're in McAllen, Texas, it looks like it's going to be at the convention center there in McAllen, Texas. So if you are into the scene, definitely something you're going to want to go ahead and check out. Always a good time from what I understand as well. I don't know if this is their first time hosting or not, but I mean, anytime you're enjoying the hobby with RC friends, it's always a good time. One of the other shows that we are actually going to be at, not you maybe, because you don't like to low ride, you know what I'm saying? Every time I ask if you want to low ride, you're like, let's go drift. And I'm like,
it's the same thing.
Let's do both.
It's slow.
But you're fast, I'm slow, you know?
Well, that's either, if we're drifting, same deal.
But in real life, I'm faster. Just saying. All right. One of the other events that's also going to be happening, guys, that's going to be coming up here locally is going to be the Lowrider Magazine Lowrider Super Show, which is going to happen here at the Phoenix Convention Center on Saturday, February 17th. Link to tickets is available on the description of this video, so make sure you guys check it out so you guys can get tickets to this event. With that said, there's also going to be a boulevard scene that's going to be put together by Frank Gonzalez. I hope I didn't mess his name up. But big shout out to Frank for hosting this. This is the flyer that he's releasing out for the RC Boulevard that's going to be in place here in Phoenix, Arizona. Obviously, from what you guys can see, there's going to be the first, second, and third place for RC awards, specialty awards, RC hydraulic competition classes for hopping, and it's obviously free to cruise the boulevard. Now, there is going to be an entry fee to enter the actual event itself, so make sure that you are, getting that taken care of. But then there's also going to be a fee to participate in such events. So looking forward to this event. Redcat will be there with the booth as well. It should be a good time. So make sure that if you are coming out, let's show up, let's show out, let's have a good time. Let's show them how we do it. Big boy status with the RC Lowrider scene. All right. After that, we're going to be heading out to beautiful Long Beach, California. This is one of my favorite shows and favorite events to be at. This is going to go down Saturday, March 9th, 2024, and it's going to be housed at the Long Beach Convention Center. Again, links to these tickets are available links to the website to purchase your tickets are available in the description of this video, so you can go ahead and buy tickets. Same kind of atmosphere is going to happen where you buy tickets to get in. I do believe there's going to be a street scene happening. I don't have information on who's hosting that one at this time, but I hope to get more information in the near future to help prepare you guys as it happens. After that, one of the next shows that's going to be happening that I have is going to be the Best of Show Magazine Redcat Lowrider Invite. This is going to happen Sunday, April 7th. It's going to go down in Merced County Fairgrounds. I don't have a price list for this event. It is going to be determined. If you want more information on this, please make sure that you message ChipDog, ChipDogRC, ChipDog RC on Instagram for more information on this event. Looks like there's going to be some prizes that are already sponsored by Jevry, Scale Lowriders, and SoCal Hobbies. Hopefully there'll be some more that are added in the near future as well. Great event. They're all great events. So make sure that whichever one that you guys participate in, you guys support as much as possible and share the wealth as much as possible as well. All right. So with that said, guys, you guys now know some of the events that we're going to be at. Oh, I didn't take that out. Let's see. Yeah, I did. So now you guys know the events that are happening in your neck of the woods that at least we're in some way, shape, or form involved in. Some of the ones that we're going to specifically are going to be at coming up really shortly will be obviously the Phoenix Lowrider Magazine Super Show, as well as the Long Beach Super Show as well. We're trying to venture into seeing what the East Coast has in store. I don't know if we're going to be able to make a lot of East Coast shows, but I do know that it's in talks. I hope that you might be seeing me post that we might be coming to Texas or Florida or Chicago or something cool like that. Don't know just yet, but the conversations are happening, and hopefully something can come of it here in the near future. Now, with that said, we have a leaky faucet here at Redcat, and it's kind of a serious thing. This faucet seems to want to hiss and leak and drip water whenever it feels like it.
All the time on weekends when we're not here.
Especially on weekends when we're not here. See, check it out, guys. The owner of the company, he gets really excited about products, and because he's hands-on involved with every product that we have here in-house. He's not the kind of owner that other manufacturers have that just kind of sit in a big fancy office. Ours does have a nice office, don't get me wrong. I mean, the masseuse that he has that comes in and does the whole elbow into the, dude, she does a great work. Did you get a freebie yet?
No.
Dude, awesome work.
I have to pay.
Awesome work. Well, I mean, I earned it on my 1 year anniversary.
Oh, okay.
So, but seriously, guys, the owner, he's here in-house every single day, day in and day out. He works really closely with the engineers on all of our products. But with that said, quite often, more than not, we find him in the engineering area taking pictures. And usually when this happens, one of two things is going on. One, he's either communicating with the factories to show things happening. And there's other times where, let's just say we've had to get really physical and tackle him and take his phone away from him because he leaks things to you guys on certain pages. And listen, we already had an intervention about this twice last year. And this time it happened while we were all sleeping about 11:30 at night, I believe on Friday night. Big shout out to, who was it? Big shout out to...
Corey?
No, it was Scott. I hope it pops up here. Hold on one second. Scott Miller. Scott Miller posted a beautiful picture of his badass 63 3D printed Impala. And he did an amazing job at it. And of course, the conversation went on. Corey Hayes says, you know, now only if Redcat would listen. And of course, Darren was like, you know what? I'm always watching. I'm always listening. I think he's tired. He was just tired of being quiet. And he leaked this picture that you guys see on the screen of a 1963 Chevy Impala. I get a message that I wake up to like, hey, heads up, I leaked something. And of course, I start freaking out. Why do I freak out? Because quite often than not, it's something that I'm going to have to share with you guys at some given point, right? So, of course, the leaky faucet is the owner. And intervention after intervention of trying to get him to not be such an addict to leaking things out to you guys. It's good for you guys. It sucks for us because now we're like, crap, now we really got to double down and get things done. But he did it. And people want to know, is a 1963 car coming? Reality is we were waiting for a sample to arrive that we felt comfortable showing. And there is a sample that was given to us.
There's no stickers.
Nothing on it.
This is not the finished
This is not
piece.
a finished product. This is just a sample. And that's all you're going to see on that. We're still about 6 to 8 months out. Even with this one that we received, there were some things on it that we weren't 100% happy with, and it's a work in process. But the fact of the matter is, the goal between telling you guys about this situation is to let you guys know that yes, a 1963 Chevy Impala is coming. Don't get too excited because it's not going to happen anytime soon. We're still about 6 to 8 months out before we can have a production model ready for you guys. But we're excited. There's some things we need to work on it. But the thing that you guys need to take away from it is that when you guys think that all you guys' conversations that are happening on the pages aren't being heard or listened or watched, they are. The owner is always in there and he's watching and he's always looking for inspiration from you guys as community members. So a lot of you guys have been asking for years for a 6-tray, you know, and yes, it's confirmed a 63 Chevy Impala is in the works, and we hope that it comes to fruition a lot sooner than not. But based off the sample that we got, we saw a lot of things that we originally thought we may see it in, you know, maybe 4 to 6 months, but reality is we're looking anywhere from 6 to 8 months out. So ideally, we should hopefully see it before the end of the year if all goes well. Don't hold me to it, but yes, 63 is confirmed. It is in the works. It's been in the works for about 1.5 years now. And due to the little things that we found wrong with it, it's going to be well over the 2-year mark by the time we're done with it. But Shane, is there anything else that you can maybe leak to us that we can blame on the owner while you're here?
Let's see. I can see like 4 cars that I can't show on this.
Well, there is. There's that right there, and then there's that one over there, and then there's the other one that I just photographed, but I can't share with you guys. So, guys, thank you so very much for stopping on by. Again, if you like the content that you see on Redcat Live, please do us a favor. Make sure that you guys are clicking the notification button. Make sure that you guys are subscribing. Give us some thumbs up. Make sure to let us know how we can be even better as we go. Having this studio created for us, I'm going to say for me because I'm really excited about it. I love it. And it's given us a whole nother area to be able to give you guys more content that we're going to be working on, even more so as the new products are coming to light. So from all of us here at Redcat to all of you guys have an amazing, blessed rest of your week. your boy has to go pack Roadside RC's parts, and then I got to go give this 63 back to engineering before I get tackled for potentially leaking out more stuff. So I can only blame the owner for that one. But you guys stay safe. You guys stay blessed. Peace.
Mm-hmm.